Today's topic for discussion is the study of a fungus, that is Aspergillus. Aspergillus, it is a saprophytic fungus. It occurs everywhere. Let us see the classification. It is a fungus and it is the member of class Ascomycetes. Its order is Aspergillus, family Aspergillaceae, and the genus is Aspergillus. The Aspergillus, where it occurs? Aspergillus is a cosmopolitan fungus because it occurs throughout the world. It is a saprophytic fungus. It can grow on several types of dead organic matter. Aspergillus include 200 species and 33 reported from India. It is very common on rotted foodstuffs, jam, jellies, fruits, bread, pickles, prepared rice, prepared any type of fruit, any type of food on which the Aspergillus grows. It grows on a wide variety of substratum. What is substratum on which the fungus grows? That is called substratum. Okay. How to isolate the fungus? Aspergillus isolation is very easy. Take a piece of bread, spray few drops of water on it and keep it in air-tight pot or box. You can get the Aspergillus colony. Observe on second or third day the Aspergillus grows on the bread. But don't isolate Aspergillus at home because several species of the Aspergillus recently they are reported to be human pathogens. Therefore, whenever you need the Aspergillus to isolate, you have to isolate by scientific procedure in the laboratory in sterile condition. The incubated bread shows several colonies whenever you keep bread in the box by spraying few drops of water, and on the basis of by following the key you can identify the fungus. One more method to isolate Aspergillus fungus is isolation of fungus by agar plate method. In this method, by this method, the third year student every year they isolate airborne fungus Aspergillus on a media containing plate. Mostly the potato dextrose agar medium is used when the agar medium is prepared and it is added in sterile petri dish in sterile condition, and that plate is exposed to air for 2 to 3 minutes and closed the petri dish and keep it in the laboratory, that is incubate in the laboratory at room temperature. Observe that on second day, third day, you can get several colored colonies of many fungi, and out of these many colonies, even the Aspergillus, definitely the Aspergillus colony will be there. In this way, Aspergillus can be isolated, and this Aspergillus, it is very common in air as well as in soil. Okay. Which species of Aspergillus are very common in Aurangabad? Aspergillus niger, it is very common. Aspergillus fumigatus. Recently, there are reports of infection to human beings by Aspergillus fumigatus. Okay. Aspergillus flavus is common. Aspergillus carbonarius, Aspergillus nidulans, Aspergillus repens. All these are the species which are very common. Okay. Next, how is the mycelium of Aspergillus? What is mycelium? Mycelium, it is the thallus of the fungus which is known as mycelium. The thallus of the fungus mycelium, it consists of hyphae, and the hyphae of Aspergillus, they are septate hyphae. Hyphae are freely branched, they are highly branched, and they are septate hyphae. Each segment of hypha, each cell of hypha consists of one nucleus and granular cytoplasm. Cytoplasm contain mitochondria, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum and vesicles. In the hyphae of Aspergillus, even the lipid globules is observed. It is a reserved food material. Under certain conditions, mycelium develops sclerotium. Sclerotia may be globose or subglobose structures, and these sclerotia of Aspergillus niger are fairly large, ranging from 0.8 to 1.2 mm in diameter. Next, this is the hypha enlarged photograph of hypha. It consists of nucleus, cell membrane is showing, oil globules are visible here in this photograph, and septa is shown in the photograph. This is the hypha of Aspergillus niger. This is the spore producing structure of Aspergillus. That is conidiophore is shown. At the top of conidiophore, vesicle is there, and the conidia are borne on the vesicle on the layer of the sterigmata. Okay, next. This is the reproduction in Aspergillus. Aspergillus reproduce by three different methods. First method of reproduction is vegetative method, second asexual method, and third it is sexual method. That means Aspergillus reproduces by three different methods. Number one, Aspergillus vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction in Aspergillus takes place by the method of fragmentation. What is fragmentation? It is the phenomenon of breaking of the hyphae into small pieces, 2 to 3 pieces or more than that, and each piece of the hypha that can grow into a new thallus. This phenomenon is known as fragmentation. Aspergillus reproduces vegetatively by method of fragmentation. Next, this is asexual reproduction of Aspergillus species. Aspergillus, it is a fungus. It reproduces asexually by producing conidia on conidiophores. What happens in this case? In presence of enough food material, in presence of enough sugar, enough food material, the hyphae accumulate enough amount of food material, nutrition, and in presence of enough nutrition, some of the hyphae they becomes erect and they act as conidiophore. The erect fertile hyphae they are known as conidiophore. Conidiophore, it is the erect hypha, and conidiophore of Aspergillus produces a vesicle like round structure at its tip, which is known as vesicle, and on the vesicle a small bottle shaped structures are developed which are known as sterigmata. And sometimes in some species of Aspergillus secondary sterigmata are developed. What are sterigmata? Sterigmata, these are the sterile structures and they support the newly developing conidia. Okay, and at the top of each sterigmata a chain of conidia is developed. The conidia are developed in the chain. The chain is loosely arranged and easily the chain get broken and the conidia are released. How are the conidia of Aspergillus? The conidia of Aspergillus, they are very small in size, mostly spherical, unicellular, uninucleate structures. The outer wall of conidia known as exine, which is rough for protection, which is reticulated, and the inner wall of conidium, it is smooth and it is the inner wall. It protects the inner content of the conidium. Conidium is uninucleate structure, and these conidia they are released in the environment, and whenever they comes in contact with the proper substratum they grow and produce a new thallus. Okay, this is the asexual reproduction by conidia. Next, how is the sexual reproduction in Aspergillus? Aspergillus is homothallic. That means the reproduction, the male and female gametes are produced on the same thallus. Therefore, it is called homothallic. Aspergillus produces male and female gametes during sexual reproduction. How is the male gamete? Male gamete of Aspergillus is known as polynodium, or it is also known as male branch, or it is also known as antheridium. Okay. The polynodium or male sex organ is mostly developed on adjacent hypha of the female gamete. Okay. Male gamete, male sex organ is elongated, fertile hypha which is septate, and during fertilization get coiled over the female gamete. Next, how is the female gamete? In Aspergillus, the female gamete is known as ascogonium. Ascogonium is made up of loosely arranged coiled hyphae. Okay, It is differentiated into three parts. Terminal segment of ascogonium is known as trichogyne, and it is differentiated into three parts. Ascogonium is made up of loosely arranged coiled hyphae. It is differentiated into three parts. The terminal segment is called trichogyne, which consists of about 20 nuclei. And trichogyne is the receptive part of the ascogonium. Okay. The hyphal segment below the trichogyne is called a female gametangium or ascogonium. Next. This is the protoplast. What happens? The protoplast of ascogonium is multinucleate. It does not round off to form the egg. Ascogonium has a small stalk-like structure. All the parts of ascogonium are multinucleate. Initially, ascocarp is a loosely coiled hypa, but later the coiling becomes tight and closed. This is the fusion of male and female gamete here. Trichogyne, it is the part of female gamete, and threadium is coiled to the female gamete shown in the photograph. Next, after fertilization, such a fruiting body is developed, which is known as Cleistothecium. Inside Cleistothecium, many asci are developed. Each ascus is club-shaped structure, and inside the ascus, ascospores are developed. Next, this is the colony of Aspergillus niger, and it is a black color. This is Aspergillus niger, therefore it is a black colored. Black colored spores occur in Aspergillus niger, and Aspergillus niger causes post-harvest diseases of several types of fruits like mango and plum and onion. Even the garlic get infected by Aspergillus niger. Several post-harvest diseases are caused by Aspergillus niger. This is the Aspergillus origi, another species of Aspergillus, that is Aspergillus origi. This is the colony of Aspergillus fumigatus. This fungus causes human diseases. Recently there are reports of cause of this fungus Aspergillus fumigatus to human beings. It causes human disease. Next, these are the many different types of fungal colonies. Even Aspergillus nidulans is therein. Next, the fruit diseases which are caused by Aspergillus. The first photograph on black colored grapes, that is the Aspergillus flavus, and stamen rot of Aspergillus, second photograph. In the third photograph, Aspergillus niger as well as penicillium is shown on the orange, sweet orange, and the fourth photograph, Aspergillus flavus, is grown on the fruit. This is the Aspergillus niger pathogen. It is a very dangerous pathogen. It causes the skin diseases of human beings as shown in the photograph. Okay. Thank you very much. Save trees, save earth.